Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on the alternate new sci-fi movie. I think it's a low-budget one about a filmmaker who accidentally creates a rift into an alternate universe where he can visit a more successful version of himself. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. This is a great concept. I love playing with this concept. I've written a screenplay or two on it myself. I've loved Sliders. It was a show with such potential, but never quite lived up to it. This seems to be doing okay, I would say. I mean, it's they don't beat around the bush. They get right to it. He even brings his wife in, and he shows them this alternate reality where they're having a great life. They got a kid. He's more successful, and they're just having a great time. And he's struggling. He's struggling. So he has a beard, and his alternate doesn't. So he shaves off his beard, I guess, to replace him or spy on himself. And then, I guess he wants to take his place or take his life. And I don't know. I guess they fight over it. I mean, you could see the temptation there. And then in this scene, he's strangling himself. And then, who are you? I'm you. And then he hit the other guy. He hits him on the head. I mean, there's a couple of different ways you can go with this. Obviously, it depends on if you have a pair of twins or really good special effects, whether or not, how you're going to do this thing. I mean, they seem to have okay effects. They're not blowing my doors off. I mean, you can see here what they're doing. It's pretty basic sort of in-camera effect, but it's solid enough. I would watch this. I like these kinds of movies about alternate realities and stuff. The question is, how does this end? Well, if it's a Twilight Zone episode, oh look, it says Star Trek machine in the background. If it's sort of a standard kind of Twilight Zone-y ending, no synopsis, it would be he replaces his alternate, destroys the way back, and then somehow has a worse life. That would be the ultimate ending, right? Because it's like he goes through all the trouble, finally wins, but really does he win? No. Like, turns out this world is also, I don't know, when you turn 35, they shoot you in the head or something. It could be something like that. I mean, that would be the easy way to end it. I'm not sure. There's a couple of different ways you can go. It's low budget, so there's only so much you could do. But first act would be the beard guy is not having a good time. His life is kind of drudgery. Maybe his marriage is falling apart. And then, for whatever reason, he discovers this portal. Boom. End of the first act. He discovers an alternate doorway into a world in which he was successful. So he goes there. He sees that, in this other world, they have nice things, and they have lots of money. They have a kid, and what the hell went wrong? So he tells his wife. He brings his wife through. She thinks he's crazy at first, and then she comes and she sees it. But she instantly goes, "I think this is wrong." And then, I don't know, maybe they get caught, or maybe they decide to go back. He shaves off his beard, tries to be more like his more successful self, and get in there and spy. And then maybe the other version of his wife kind of knows, or if it's I can't tell. I don't think it's another actress. I think it's the same woman. Maybe he ends up having sex with her because he's tempted, and then the drama just escalates from there. Probably by the third act, they definitely know, and now they're trying to kill each other for whatever reason. Either one guy's trying to take his life or switch places. Maybe he lies to him and tries to get him to do it voluntarily. Maybe he just gets discovered and he's freaked out. Maybe he's successful, maybe he's not in taking his place. But yeah, it would. I mean, you could go a lot of ways with it. So it's called the alternate. Um, you know, he probably what will happen is he ends up doing something that he can't undo, right? He ends up doing something so horrible that now he has to find yet another alternate universe, and maybe he goes through that only to find out now he's even in a worse world where he was never married, and maybe it's this one here. Maybe this is the end of the movie. He ends up in like a stock room, and he doesn't even have the technology to recreate the portal again, and now he's screwed. Something like that. So I see it kind of as a horror movie, like a sci-fi sort of horror, because I don't see a good ending for the main character. Yeah, doesn't sound like he deserves a good ending. It sounds like he's jealous of other people, and that's kind of a negative thing. It's like, unless that guy turns out to be like, you know, a terrible human being, like some sort of tyrant of the future, and then he could take his place and then make things better somehow. I don't think it'll work. Maybe he's a gangster or something. I don't know. I don't think that's the way they're going. I think it's going to end with him going too far and eventually being trapped in a universe that he should have left well enough alone, kind of thing. But I would totally see this. I'm not sure where it's playing. Yeah, doesn't really say. But I would definitely look for this on streaming. I think it'll probably be a streaming thing, and yeah, I would check it out because I love these kinds of alternate timeline things. So it could be fun. Even if it's low budget, it if it's written well, it could work. It could work. All right, that's it for me, Tony D and Squirmy Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. We had a great live stream today. Next week, we should be back on course with the live stream at 2. And next week, I will be announcing probably tomorrow my next signing for hopefully Saturday the 27th. So we'll see you in the next video.